guest that's never been here.
Simps gotta stop. But this is gonna be our guest. We're gonna do a live reaction show to this shit right here. This was good.
This is gonna be great.
No, 18 and 20, 16 and 20.
He probably don't even know he's going to like the fuck. Wait, was he in the league at that time?
No, he was still at Kentucky.
The man was in college.
I hate academics.
And you're Brittany Renner, who he's seen all over the fucking media with these people.
So this is
Now to this point, I did follow Bundle of Brittany. Well, this was like what, 8 years ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You was talking about her then?
I was definitely following Bundle of Brittany like before she ever took off.
You did.
what I really
You
get
was
so fucking
early.
annoyed about is
She
when
was
do
tight.
you as men take
She is
accountability? You're old enough to ride this ride. You want to fuck with me. You want to come at me. You want to fuck me raw. So why are we babying men who make decisions for themselves?
All right.
I agree with the sentiment here.
Absolutely.
Why are we babying?
Okay, Brittany, I'm
Men.
gonna give you a hand clap because you starting off right.
She starting off hot.
Because let me tell you something. Certain times men first of all, she said men gotta hold each other accountable. We do. Because we have encountered other dudes who, when we talk to them, they talk about how they meet certain women and they know what she about. And they do want to hop on the ride, but then they complain about the ride later.
Exactly. They complain about it. And it's like, nah, bro, like, you wanted to,
Go ahead.
for this term, right? You want a bad bitch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to deal with that.
Yeah, nigga.
It come with it.
Here comes some bad bitch problems.
Hey, look.
That's part of the game, man. Like, don't discount what you about to endure or tolerate.
Me and you went to what was that club?
Don't say any names.
No, I'm not. We was in the club
Or time frames.
We was in the music factory.
Gavin talks.
See, Mike's smart. Jamar heard one of our podcasts. He was like, bro, you couldn't leave my name out of that shit. I was like, my bad. It was one of the we was in the music factory. There's 2 levels. As soon as you come in, it was beside
Butter,
the tall one, where they had to shoot out at. Anyway,
I don't know.
Me and you was in there, and it was my birthday, and I had this girl with me, and she's bad, and she's just my homegirl. And I remember Mike had texted me, because me and Mike are in there. Mike is with somebody. I'm with this girl, and Mike was like, yo, you need to holler at her for real. And I'm like, this chick was bad. And then I realized I went to go do something, and I turned my back, and a dude was pressed up on her trying to holler at her.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about, I'm like, this is so disrespectful. And then I thought about, I'm like, this is the cost of having a bad chick with you.
If you have a
and
bad
you
chick,
half-ass acting like you with her.
You ain't acting like you really, and that's why I was like, to that point, right? I'm saying like, yo, you out. Like, no, bro, like you got to be engaged.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like she wants the attention. That's why a woman is out with you. See, a lot of times, we're gonna do a dating podcast. End of the season, right? Episode 20, we're gonna talk about sex. Episode 19, we're gonna talk about dating.
We're gonna have Brittany here.
we're gonna try to definitely get Brittany here. We're gonna get Brittany here.
That's a goal for the podcast. We gotta jot that down.
But anyway, it's like men don't understand. Like, if a woman have decided to be out with you, right, and she's super fucking attractive, do not be timid, right? And now don't be corny.
Yeah.
But don't be timid. Like,
I was acting scared that day.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, dude, like, holla at her, man. Like,
Yeah.
she out with you.
Yeah. It
Like,
was
nigga, it's a list.
Bruh, and I turned around, I looked at her, and then she was like, yo, you gotta act like you with me, because me and her was homies.
Yeah.
She was like, yo, if not, you're gonna have to deal with this all night. And I was like, I had to, I think Ez texted me the next day. He was like, yeah, Mike said you had a baddie with, how was you acting? I was like, scared.
That
Yeah, shout out
was young Gavin, man. Had him under my wing.
Look.
We got him there, though, because my man is married. Both of my homies are married.
All right, back to Brittany.
Back to Brittany.
Like I told you, I was on birth control up until I had a conversation with my baby father. So what do you think happened? So I imagine I gotta leg lock him. No, let me.
The maturity of men and women are different.
Shut up, act.
No, it's because men and women are held to different standards.
Facts.
Y'all want to look at a 20-year-old
This is true.
who wanted to fuck. I was
Y'all gotta
26
get
when
over
I
that.
met him. You want to fuck with me? Here's what it is. Nope. Like, stop acting like someone had to pull the wool over his eyes. I was exactly who I am right now. And stop. Let me finish.
Hey, we said that shit though, right? How many podcasts ago did we say Brittany was exactly who she said she was
when she pulled up?
She was like, yo, we cannot fault this one. We ain't gotta pretend like she's motherfucking Teresa.
We don't.
Right? Like, she ain't that.
She's not.
But we also ain't gotta pretend that like she like lied. Like, nah, bro, she was pretty upfront. She was pretty real with it.
We even played a quote when she said, look, this is the type of dudes because they stupid.
Yes.
It's like Trump.
So
he showed us who he was.
Yeah. So
she showed us who she was.
she's on birth control.
Look.
And then all of a sudden she ain't. I mean,
you know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen.
I have no reason to be. I have no reason to lie about anything that I've done or the person that I am, and I believe in full transparency. The ideal relationship to me is for my partner to know everything about me. So please stop playing this victim narrative. If you wanted to just fuck me and just say she's trophy pussy, I hit Brittany Renner, that's that. Why did?
Solid fucking point, Brittany. And you know what, PJ, that's what it was, bro.
Look,
that was trophy. That was trophy, man. Like, let's keep playing.
Why did we have a baby? Our baby's name is Paul Jermaine Washington III. Does that sound like an oops baby? Does that sound like someone who was bamboozled? You asked me to move in with you.
Damn.
In Charlotte.
You wanted me to have your child.
Damn.
In Charlotte.
At 22 years old.
Britt got the bus in reverse
and here
right
we
now.
are. I told you I'm okay to wait. I'm not in a rush. I'm a very spiritual person.
Okay.
I trust in divine timing.
Run it out right now.
Here we go.
No, I'm not trying to. I just told you.
Were you?
I was. I thought that was my guy. And like, I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to believe that.
Well.
And like in my mind, it's crazy to me that
I mean, it is kind of hard to believe because she makes these fucking bipolar goddamn
posts all the time.
Yeah, so it is kind of hard to believe that she knows exactly what she's up to.
And Brittany, let's be fair. You about to prove it to us over and over again, but like we grown up, we were taught at a young age that women are more mature than men. So not only do you meet a younger man, a teenager, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
In college, you know he got his world ahead of him. And look, it's like the Oklahoma player who was dating Lisa Ann, the porn star in college. And she's a grown woman.
Yeah.
Every dude has watched her in porn and she's dating, she's smashing a 19-year-old on campus, right? Mm-hmm. Like the thing I'm trying to say is, did that boy know he was dating Lisa Ann? Absolutely. Well, he knew what it was like to date her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it does get to a point where it's like, while you still not mature enough to understand what's really going on. But Brittany understood what it was. Sometimes you got to save people from crashing and burning.
Brittany knew what it was.
She knew what she was doing.
Because here's the thing. Brittany wasn't going to land an NBA player that was on his second max contract, right?
Absolutely.
She wasn't landing a 29, 31-year-old guy.
Nah.
Right? Even though she was, 26 at the time?
She was 26,
So I mean, Brittany is making herself out to be a little bit of a victim.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And Brittany, we know what that shit is.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we ain't hating.
Nah.
But she knew the type of NBA guy she had to land.
Absolutely.
PJ checked off a lot of those boxes. He's light-skinned, he's tall, he's young. Stupid. Checks off a lot of fucking boxes.
Good enough for her.
To have a baby by.
Mm-hmm.
Age gap between Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay. Crickets.
Okay.
The age gap between Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan.
Off topic.
It's crickets.
All right, Brittany.
Y'all don't have the same energy. Lori Harvey's 24.
We don't even know what she sounds like.
Age gap
Brittany.
between her and Michael B.
Exactly.
Jordan.
We've never heard Lori Harvey.
But y'all
talk.
What's the age gap?
And Akademiks, you getting your ass whooped, dog.
On his own show.
Wait. Okay.
This is some renegade shit. This is some Eminem on Renegade.
Bro.
Killing the fucking OP.
And we've seen this.
We've seen Jay-Z and Beyonce. Address them.
Okay.
Address them. This is
When
off the
did
record.
Beyonce-
You don't
Okay.
care.
Brittany, you're a little too
When
hype.
did Beyonce have a child by?
She gets hype.
Beyonce about to get
When did they start
show
dating?
canceled.
It didn't matter
What's
about
the
the date.
age gap?
Nobody's
What's
caring
the
about
age
it.
gap?
Hold
What's
on.
Hov and
What's the
Beyonce
age gap?
The age gap is significant. However,
Oh, it
okay.
is.
But do we
You know what I'm
care
saying?
though?
No.
It's not about that.
Like I don't think.
You gotta,
Okay,
like
there is a movement going on right now where age gap relationships are trying. It seems to be that the feminist movement is trying to position that age gap relationships are predatory, right? That is that's not the case. If a woman in her lower 20s graduate from fucking college and decides that she wants to be an established man and not endure the struggles, we've never faulted that woman, right? I don't know where that's coming from now. That now, a younger woman that says, you know what, I'm gonna ride my beauty out, right?
Yeah.
I got 25 years of just beautiful shit. And I'm gonna just ride. We've never faulted a woman for that, right? The same way we never faulted young rich men for being ugly dating beautiful women, right?
Absolutely.
So it's like, all right, y'all cut that shit out. And fellas, do not start buying into this bullshit.
Well, here's my thing. We got to stop acting like she brung up Jay-Z and Beyonce. Please never compare yourself to Hov and Beyonce. Second of all, we got to stop acting like Beyonce wasn't worth a couple $100 million. Who decided on Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He didn't have to marry her. She didn't have to be with him. Same thing with Brittany and PJ. But look, in Brittany and PJ's relationship, there's a clear breadwinner. All right? And Jay-Z and Beyonce, absolutely. But if Beyonce said, hey, I wanted to date such and such, she could have dated whoever the fuck she wanted.
And I mean, shit, 10 years isn't, I mean, if both people are 20 plus, 10 years isn't really this huge fucking age gap. I think they're more than 10, but even still, it's like, it's not that big of a fucking deal.
And I still don't know what Lori Harvey voice sound like.
He could even really get his legs on.
That was his
That's true.
choice. I don't have to leg lock niggas. You want to fuck me raw and come at me? Except what comes behind.
We talk about that a lot on this podcast.
On both sides. If it was a woman, if it was a girl who just became 21 and a nigga who was 33 and she was pregnant.
But y'all ain't had nothing to say.
Permanent decisions. It's not about dating. It's permanent.
When Diddy was with younger women, y'all have nothing to say. When Future was with Lori Harvey, it's fucking crickets. I'm gonna say people's names because everybody in this motherfucking industry
stop comparing yourself to these niggas, Brittany.
But y'all picking shit.
I mean, she in the money now, though.
What about Future and his bitch now? What's the age gap with that? Why
Who did she say, Future?
Yeah.
Who's he with?
Nobody
some noodles. I don't know,
some random.
About what men do.
Baby mama number 9.
Now Drake needs to chill. Drake look like he might be getting himself some hot water.
Y'all calling me R. Shelley. Y'all got all these memes and this funny shit.
R. Shelley is also funny.
That is funny.
At the end of the day,
ain't nobody calling Brittany that.
Paul Jermaine Washington III is my child's name. So if people want to have their own opinion about our relationship, that's on you. I could call my baby father right now. He will laugh. He's not going to dispel any rumors because he loves this shit.
No, he's on Twitter subtweeting like, yo,
he loves
my child.
He's allowed to.
Why aren't you letting him see his child? Let's talk about that.
I let him
Here we go.
We already
Here we go.
Because we feel like before he could even get a max contract, he's not
getting one.
got a
kid.
kid.
So you guys feel bad for someone who moved me in and wanted to give me a baby and named it after him? That's what y'all feel bad about?
We feel like you were more in control of the situation than him.
I was. Control is an illusion. So what are you saying?
Just like if
okay, now this is something that women do. Right?
Okay, here we go.
Because who's in control of this relationship right now?
Brittany.
Who's in control of this relationship when they first met?
Brittany.
And now she's making herself seem like a fucking victim.
Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen, do not fall for this shit, man. No. Do not fall for this. Look, if your woman have gaslit you and put you in a situation where you are coming from fucking behind, bro, do not let her start telling you that you was the man and you start making the shit. Nah, dude, you got. Yeah. You got. And you're waking up.
He's waking up.
And if you start waking up and then you realize you're in a bad situation, do not delay getting the fuck out of this bad situation.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then the other thing about Brittany is, all right, you making yourself seem like a victim. You ain't one, first of all.
She's not a victim.
Second of all, stop reading your fucking comments, yo. Like, celebrities kill me. They get on here, they complain. They, people, perfect example. And Mike, don't fall for the trap that I'm about to say. Lizzo was out here complaining about being body shamed, and then a week later, she butt ass naked twerking on camera. Like, that's the bullshit. You read your fucking comments, people talking shit. So right now, let's be fair. That fake story, and I believe it's fake, and I felt like it's unfair. That story came out that Brittany had PJ paying like $200,000 a month.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Right? Like, it's not happening, man. When I see Diddy paying $29,000, PJ's not paying 10 times the amount.
And here's the thing: I don't think PJ's a bad guy. I think PJ, and I definitely believe that PJ is probably financially taking care of Brittany.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing: I think the two of y'all need to be together.
Y'all seem like y'all made for each other.
Yeah, like I'm not one of these people that's like, free PJ.
Nah, fuck
free
that.
Free will.
That nigga was balling at Kentucky.
Yeah, free will.
Let me tell you something. PJ was at Kentucky, had this bad chick and her badass friend following him around, bro.
Exactly.
And that shit came with purse. Let me tell y'all something. PJ got so much ass off the fact that he's smashing Brittany.
Bundle of Brittany.
He got so many cheeks because of that. Yeah. He might have rose his draft stock because he was popular.
Well, I mean, it might have increased his confidence in his game at least, right? Mm-hmm. Like, yo, I gotta show up. Like I cannot disappoint Tiana Trump in the crowd.
Come on.
I'm dropping buckets.
19 and we start fucking around when we're 21. Even though if you're 21, we're gonna feel bad for you because we know what fame and influence brings to someone. especially with permanent decisions. Just dating, we'll give you a pass. But once you're having kids, you're getting married, of course, there's a permanent decision.
She ain't wrong here. She's eating his ass on the show.
Did I make this child myself, or did it take his nut to make this child?
Whoa. Because see, here's the thing. We always talk about this on the show, right?
Here you go.
That men are responsible for the babies. We always mention this, right? And we always get pushback. Ooh, boy, remember the season first started? Motherfucker was upset.
Bro, what we say?
Men make the decision on whether or not a kid is born. And here's the thing. Women know this. You want to know how I know women know this? Listen.
Once you're having kids, you're getting married, of course, those are permanent decisions.
Okay, so
did
I make this child myself, or did it take his nut to make this child?
Woo.
Obviously, it took two of y'all.
Yeah, ladies. See, y'all tell the truth when you're upset.
Okay.
Fellas,
Well,
pay attention.
He could have probably told you, like,
Pay
I
attention.
Do you know how
don't
life
want
is
to do it.
created? Do you know how life is
Yeah,
created?
but he could have told you I ain't want that show. He'll be like, yo,
So
hey,
he
listen,
didn't want a
that was
child, but he's
mistake.
gonna name him the third.
Academics
after
be
it's gonna
like,
happen because your body.
Brittany, come on the show.
Come on the show,
Come on
Brittany.
the show,
No, I
Brittany.
gave him the option.
And Brittany, I'm gonna let you talk.
I love you.
Yes.
I'm gonna laugh, but I'm gonna let your ass
We're going to
talk.
live stream
right
it.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I
some
would've-
stupid
I
shit.
would have agreed to it.
Gavin is definitely going to say
Absolutely,
some
man.
shit.
Because, bruh, I
Oh,
shoot chicks like
wow,
Brittany
so
every
now
day,
it's-
dog.
Well, it's his fault. What?
They might
DJ
say
Washington,
dumb
I
as
can't hold
fuck.
you down no more, man. Yo, we got to
Well,
throw
we
you
were
to the wolves.
in a real relationship. There were real feelings involved. I mean, there was a beautiful child made.
They need to get back
Just
together.
Why
because
the
it
fuck
didn't
is he
work out.
complaining
Absolutely.
on social media then?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Because honestly, he's the reason why you look bad.
Mm.
It looks like you're a
wow.
user. It looks like
Okay.
you're quote unquote a predator because of how he looks to be like a victim. Hey, I can't see my child.
The
Hey,
can't see your
I
kid
know,
part
you
is
all warned
bullshit.
me,
That
blah, blah,
part,
blah.
Absolutely.
we gotta get that resolved. in
But
our
men,
community.
men gotta stop that shit,
Yeah.
yo.
Not saying you should feel bad for me,
Like,
but the internet's gonna
take your ass to court.
because you know why?
What do you want
Bruh.
me to do? You want me
Bruh.
to go on there? You want
Like,
me
if you could afford it. Most
Ask
men
him.
cannot afford it. Most men cannot afford
Here's my thing.
to go to court.
Here's my problem with men, and I pray I never have to go to this point. So many men are scared to call their baby moms or whoever. They're afraid to call them unfit because it requires action once you label her that.
Yeah, because and then you slept with someone that's unfit, right?
You slept. So poor decisions.
Yeah,
Steps
poor
of-
decisions.
That's the name of this episode. Poor decisions.
decisions.
Like you do that shit,
Yeah.
and men will complain. I can't see my kid, and you know my girl won't bring him to her, bring him to me, bring her to me, whatever the case may be. You know my baby mom ain't shit. She always doing this, and they go so scared to say, "Yo, is she unfit?" Because then you have to do something.
Yeah.
You have to admit that. All right. I know that she's unfit and I'm choosing not to take her to court. I'm choosing not to go get my child. Now, is there situations where like does going to court cost? Absolutely. It's gonna cost you time, money, it's gonna cost you energy.
$10,000 off the dick.
Look, this is why you need to be married when you have kids and you don't.
They're gonna tell you 3. It's
lying.
6 to 10.
And so the thing is like, bruh, if you really want your kid that bad, you gotta go get him. If you really wanna, Hey, I can't see my kid. But PJ got the money.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
and here's the thing. All right, you also got to understand that you're dealing with an emotional being, right? Which means that this emotional being has feelings. I don't know why when we finish with someone, we only want to give that person bad feelings. All right? And the reason is because we don't understand that that's a reflection of me, right? Like we don't understand that. Like if you treat somebody like shit, that's not a reflection of them. You treat somebody like shit, that means that's how you feel.
Absolutely.
Because if you felt great, right?
Yep.
Like if Jeff Bezos walked in here and smacked the fuck out of me, he's a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
I haven't done anything to him.
We paid our Prime subscription.
Yeah, so it's like, that has nothing to do with me. That would have everything to do with him.
Absolutely.
So it's like, we got to understand is that, that's an extreme example, but in real life, man, when you treat people terribly, that's not a reflection of how that person have interacted in your life with you. That's the way that you have chose to interact with them. Like, we got to do better. We have to do better. It always goes back to like, man, look, biggest red flag. Fellas, pay attention real quick to what I'm about to say.
Here we go.
when you're in these social media groups and these dating groups and you see a woman that says something along the lines of, if her man cheated on her, she could cheat back worse. Right?
Yeah.
That's a red fucking flag, man.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing. A lot of men do that, right? Like if they think the girl fucking around, they'll start fucking around. Let me explain something to you. Once you start holding yourself accountable to a standard, you hold other people to that standard.
Absolutely.
Right? If I'm dating a woman and I find out she cheats on me, I'm not about to lower myself to just start going out here and fucking random women. For what?
Absolutely.
Like, no, either she and I have to make a decision, like, on this relationship. You know, I'm gonna decide to stay, like Will.
Yep.
You know, or I'm gonna bounce, right? But it's not. I don't have to cheat. I don't have to go around here and fuck 3 different women in a week to feel better about myself. I'm just gonna be like, yo, like, I didn't do anything for you to fuck around and cheat on me, and you cheated. Like, yo, we gonna have to bounce, man. Like, you know.
Shout out to Jada for finding some unique way every week to embarrass Will Smith.
You know what, man? Like, Jada. You know, the problem with what Jada said. So here's the thing: Jada doesn't have the social cachet to say anything about Will's name anymore. Right?
Yeah.
We know that she's cheating on him.
Yeah.
We know that she misses her ex-boyfriend.
He's been dead for years.
So we have a lot of things to understand about Jada, right? So when Jada goes on the show and she says I don't think Jada understands that she's not the star. Right?
Yeah.
So when you say we, no one is thinking about Jada. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully.
Yeah, it's just
I'm saying that in real life. Like, when she say we, right? Like, it's Will. That's what we're thinking about. Right?
Absolutely.
If Will Smith goes on TV and say we're not thinking about Jada. We're still thinking about Will.
Absolutely.
We just know that he included somebody, more than likely his wife.
Yeah.
Right? If Jada says we immediately think it's Will. Like, so Jada's problem is she went on the show and she should have said I, right? When I got in my relationship, I didn't know how to please my husband. I didn't know what pleased me, right? And if she says that, this shit doesn't fucking happen. She was correct. She was taken out of context, but she don't have any more social credit.
Jada, I can't wait to see what you do before our next episode to embarrass Will Smith.
I mean, do you think? But let's take a poll.
Over under.
Between now and January 1st, will Jada embarrass Will?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's finish this reaction.
We have conversations.
Why the fuck are you acting like you're the victim when you wanted to?
Okay, act.
Situation.
That's the $1 billion question. I've asked him that in private. I've asked him that when we went out to eat. I've asked him that over FaceTime. We've had a lot of conversations, and you know, the reality is what we talk about in private will never be public. I have no desire to be like, I'm not.
I had a fucked up theory.
I hate this shit right now because she says it's not in public, but she made a whole episode talking about it's baby daddy season.
Okay.
She corny, man.
Yeah, she corny.
Cut this part off, okay? I thought he was a cash out option. I was like, yo, listen, you've been with way more. No disrespect to you, PJ. I told you to cut this off.
Yeah.
You've been with way more litter people who are more successful in their respective fields. You know, he's a millionaire, grandest and third. But I felt that, you know, I always say about women, and tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just fucked up in my thinking. Maybe I need to change it.
Shut up,
You're
man.
getting older, and you needed someone, and you probably always wanted to have a kid, right? And you were like, hey, listen, this is the person that I'm gonna not necessarily cash out with, but this is the one who will do this with me.
It's like really audacious of you because it just proves my theory that I've always been in it for true love. I've been with men with way more money, and if I was truly an investor and trying to cash out so I don't have to work again, let me finish. I would have cashed out 5-6 years ago. Men with a lot more to
I thought everybody had you as a side chick. I'm gonna be honest. I thought everybody else had you as a side chick, and listen. in a male community, we know the chicks that's like, yo, that's side chick pussy. And then we know the dumbass nigga who wifes up the side chick. And we're like,
so what makes me
this is Act trying to get his clicks.
Because what, I'm beautiful? And
no, because the one who everybody fucks with doesn't wife. That's the side chick. Sorry.
So who have been side chick?
You wrote a fucking book.
Who have been a side chick? But I was never a side chick.
Well, when you write a book about having casual sex,
Rick will redirect a goddamn conversation.
And she could do that with Act.
Yeah, she really can.
You know why men don't claim women? Because we have our real girl that we don't want to tell about you.
All right. And on that note, fellas, like that's the end of the episode. Hey, stop cheating. It's like, here's the thing. If you're the type of man that can afford more than one woman, bro, you could afford to have a conversation, to have that conversation with the woman and let her know, hey, I would like to have more than just you. All right? Stop fucking cheating, man. Like,
please.
It's a bad look.
Bro, and it's expensive.
It's expensive. And it's definitely expensive to get caught.
No money. Oh my gosh, bruh, I'm scared to hear if I ever cheat, what's gonna happen to my house? Like the split up, the deal with.
Oh yeah, and they go for the jugular, man. It's not even personal. They just hate you.
Yeah.
So it feels personal.
And we good on that. All right, man. Before we get out of here, you had one topic we need to talk about.
All right, so it kind of goes into.
I can't tell on our group chat because this was dropped in the group.
Yeah, it kind of goes to the conversation of what Britt had. And okay, so it's two things here. All right, one, Brittany, as much as attractive as I find her,
she fine.
It's going to be hard to have a successful life with Brittany, right?
Absolutely,
because she doesn't have any decorum. She does not have the ability to uplift you and build unless you're doing what she wants, right? Like PJ Washington is real talk. PJ Washington is probably a 6-time NBA All-Star, right? Talent wise,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, are you telling me that PJ Washington, if he was able to focus, isn't a 20-10 guy at center in the NBA?
Yeah, he could probably put up some points.
He could do that. Like, is Jermaine O'Neal better than PJ Washington?
Yes. But I mean, I understand what you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's similar talent, right?
Absolutely.
So the fact that PJ can't get there is the fact that hey, I got to be up at 5:00 in the morning. I got to be at work at 6. Mm-hmm. I got to be in the gym. I got to study film. But when I'm done at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not putting in those extra 2 hours in the gym. I'm on the phone with my goddamn attorney. Yeah. I'm on the phone with my crazy fucking baby mama. Mm-hmm. For the next 2 hours. Then I got to decompress for 2 hours, right? So guess what I'm not doing? I'm not watching film for 2 hours, right? And and now it's 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon when I should be getting rub downs, treatments, massages for everything I've done in that day and getting my food. Well, guess what? Now I've missed the film. I've missed the extra practice.
Yep.
I'm not with my teammates. I've had to deal with all this shit. I'm just exhausted.
Bruh. And then I'm in practice, and every time I miss something, somebody making a joke.
Yeah, so it's like...
Because people at his job, they're clowning him.
Yeah, man. So it's like that's the kind of work that you got to put in if you want to be a 6-time NBA All-Star by the time you're 30, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to put in that kind of work, that kind of commitment, that kind of dedication. If you have someone that supports you, it's easy.
It's easy.
If you have someone that's actually pulling from you, and this is the shit that Britt got to understand, right? Like, if Britt actually wants the fucking bag, you got to become the woman in his life that his life relaxes.
Absolutely.
And it's like, yo, you're not giving him that. When you post, look, women understand when they say that they're going to bring another man around your kid and you're an active father, they're intentionally doing that shit to piss you off.
Absolutely.
They're not doing it for the positive male role model influence. You already got the kid already has that, right? So why are you doing it? You're literally doing it just to piss the man off.
Be petty.
To be fucking petty. Britt understands that shit, man. Like, she ain't stupid. Mm-hmm. Britt went to Jackson State. She graduated. She's an athlete herself.
She's an athlete.
She is not stupid. She know what she's doing. So here's the thing, Britt, you got to clean up your act. Mm-hmm. And then PJ, yo, look, you got to ride with this. If it's a mistake, you got to ride with it.
Yep.
If it wasn't a mistake, then you need to own it and just be like, nah, I like fiery women.
Yeah. What a save by Mike. Oh my gosh. Hand claps for my host. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't know what Mike saved himself in the podcast. Who's definitely going down.
Yeah.
But absolutely. You got to eat that because let me tell you something. I know a cat who has a daughter and we talk about it all the time. It's like, yo, sometimes you got to eat what you going on because you don't want your daughter to turn out that way.
You don't. And this is something that I do see with parents all the time is that we're so pissed off that we're not considering the kid. And you got to understand that, like, you're going to have to, you're going to have to eat some shit, man. Like, you're just going to have to.
Absolutely.
Like, you're going to have to say, all right, you know what? I'm going to have to endure this. I'm going to have to tolerate it on, for the sake of the child. And if you can't do that, then you need to make sure that you careful with who you have a baby by.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the most important thing. Now,